Yo, welcome to Talk Gaming Podcast, episode 15. This is Chris, I am joined by the normals, the usuals, the everydayers, the J-Bone.
Hello, hi.
The Bob.
What's wrong with you, J-Bone?
I was listening to him, dude, and then we were talking about this police state in Missouri.
Yeah. I got Bob. Yeah. And of course, ladies and gentlemen,
here we go.
We have the man, the myth, the legend himself.
Wait. As I live and breathe.
Chris,
Seventh.
You're screaming.
Richard Radwan, a.k.a. the Seventh Sword.
Anyone who
How's it
listens
going,
to
everybody?
This, they're going to have the volume like at normal there because they're and then it's going to
He needs a proper introduction. He needs volume.
He leaned back.
I lean back.
Later.
See? No squeak.
No squeak.
No squeaky chair.
No squeaky mouse.
So, guys, what have you been doing? What have you been playing? Jimbo.
Last of Us Online with you, and then you fucking rage quit last night.
Yeah,
you did. We went like 5 matches, dude. Didn't win a fucking...
No, I didn't rage quit because I finished that match like a champ.
Yeah.
Got my ass beat, and then I was like, I'm done, dude.
We all got our asses kicked.
I did good. I did good in like the first 3 matches. I got like 3 kills with a Molotov cocktail and everything.
Yeah, but we never did. We never finished it, dude.
We always had that straggler that was running off.
Yep.
Yeah, we said the third person because Bob couldn't play.
Yeah, Bob.
I was in volleyball. What the hell?
9 o'clock at night, volleyball.
9:45.
That makes sense. Outdoor volleyball at night.
It has lights. You ever heard of a fucking light?
Sounds dumb to me.
A light sounds dumb. I only use 7th candles.
7 candles.
7 candles.
7
guys,
candles, dude.
5 months.
Not 16.
What do you
only
bathe
7.
with? Sword sponges.
Sword sponges.
All right. So what
That's
else,
it,
Bob?
huh? That's
Yeah, Last of Us Online, dude.
What about you, Bob?
Bam. Let's see. This week, other than Last of Us Online.
You got Diablo today?
Yeah,
Diablo, yeah.
Yeah, I started playing Diablo.
Got Bablo?
I played it on PS3,
Diablo.
and I'm playing on the new one. It runs smooth. I like the update that changed it. It doesn't look as good as I expected it to. It really doesn't.
Diablo wasn't really ever a looker.
But I thought it would
except Diablo 2.
I thought it would be more enhanced because it could obviously handle it. The PS4 could obviously handle it.
Seventh Sword. Have you ever played Diablo?
I have
I
played
got
Diablo.
cut off right there.
I
Huh?
just got cut off.
I just had to make sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Anywho, but it's fun. I haven't played that much of it. It's just we're in this little drought right now. I mean, I have my PC.
It was a desperate buy.
I don't mind.
We need something to play.
I like it. It's fun. I miss it, and there's more. It's like 40. I can either have the old one and pay $40 for the expansion pack, or I can get a new one for the console and pay $60. So whatever.
Seventh, Bob.
I tried out Fez for the first time.
Woo! And you complained the entire time.
Yes, I did.
All I do is pick up squares and make a bigger square. That's what he said in the party.
That's what you
I'm like,
do.
Rich, no, it's not. Rich.
Well, yeah, I mean, what do you?
You got to get... That's like playing the first 5 minutes of Call of Duty and saying,
it
all
is.
you do is shoot.
Well,
Yeah.
it's kind of accurate.
No, you drive.
You tried to.
No, but
On rails.
Too Fez for something. First time I played, I didn't play it. Like a lot of it, I just went to it. I'm like, I thought exactly what you thought.
A lot of cubes, Bob. A lot of golden
I know,
cubes.
but you realize there's more into the game once you play it.
I don't know if
There's
I
a
want
lot
to
more.
collect 32 cubes to open that
But
door.
you
Don't worry, because you won't get a second sequel.
No, you find whole cubes.
You
You don't just find little bits and pieces. You find
Yeah.
whole cubes.
Later
But
on.
you got to solve puzzles.
Yeah, and
All right.
puzzles are fun.
These are the
You like
most clever
puzzles.
puzzles
I like puzzles.
you'll ever play, dude.
Well, if you like puzzles, you'll love Fez.
More clever than
Why
like
do you think
Silent
we
Hill
talk
and
about
Myst.
Fez? You think we just make it up? Like, we're gonna say this game's good. We just collect shit, and then come on.
Yep.
What the fuck?
So far, there's a lot of jumping and spinning. A lot
Yes.
of spinning and jumping going on.
Yes,
in that
so?
game. A lot of-
He misses Dark Souls and Zelda, dude. He
What
wished
do you
Link,
do in Zelda?
He wishes Link
A lot
could
of
be
spinning and
inside
jumping.
Dark Souls,
Attacking
dude.
with a sword.
Yeah,
and
you
getting
fight-
bullshit
You
keys.
fight with the sword, Master Sword. There's a lot more to do.
Rich, what would you
Side
do?
quests, heart pieces.
What would you do if From Software came out and was like, we are now going to be releasing Dark Souls 3 as you can play as Link.
A first-person shooter.
Yeah, and you have to save Zelda in the castle with
I
the
would
demon.
just die, Jason. I would just die.
Finally. He's like jizzing his pants over
Yeah.
it.
Well, that's like putting Batman and Metal Gear Solid
Oh,
together.
fuck,
Like,
dude.
Batman takes off his mask and,
And
it's
it's
fucking
Snake.
Snake.
Oh my god. That would be awesome, dude.
Kept you waiting, huh?
Yeah. and like Joel's his sidekick or some shit, dude.
Yeah.
Bring me my Metal Gear.
Oh,
The
Metal Gear.
Batmobile.
Oh, man. Vivid imaginations in this room.
Yep.
Yes.
So I've been playing, I started Battlefield 4's campaign again.
What?
Yep, for the fourth time.
What are you doing?
For the 4th time. Remember, it corrupted on me like 3 times.
I gave up on that campaign.
I got like 75% in twice, dude.
Well-
like almost done with the campaign.
And black
it
screen.
it blue screen on me and deleted all my saves.
It's terrible.
3 different
Are you
times,
serious?
dude. Yeah.
It's a terrible story. I mean, like, I'm never a big fan of the Call of Duty and Battlefield single player. I just really can't get into it. Honestly, I mean, I really couldn't get in Battlefield 3, but Battlefield 4 is absolute garbage.
Oh,
it is
come
garbage,
on, Bob.
garbage. Because it. Just wait till it ends. You won't even realize it ends. It just fucking ends, and you're like, oh, it was like this fucking Sopranos, but 100 times worse.
You know what else I've been playing? Surgeon Simulator.
Oh
Yeah. Dude,
hard-
that game's
hard
crazy.
game.
It's hard. It's hard. And sometimes it's stupid
The
because
game's accurate. It's very accurate.
very accurate. Yeah. It's hard, dude, but it's a blast.
That's how I became a surgeon in real
That
life.
game's a blast. Oh, come on, Rich.
That's how it happened.
Yeah, that game's fun. I think that's all I've been playing. That and
You
Surgeon Simulator.
we forgot to mention that I also, and I think we all played it, other than Seventh Sword because he does his Let's Play videos. PT
Oh shit!
Yeah,
that's
PT.
right.
Oh, yeah.
PT. Silent Hills.
Yeah, Rich, how come you haven't played that yet?
with the guy from
Because I don't
Walking
get
Dead.
scared.
Oh, you know what? You're
That's
playing
right.
it tonight.
I don't get
After this Bobcast, you're
scared.
playing it on Bob's tonight.
yeah.
Oh no, I'd rather download it myself
Nope.
on my surround sound.
Nope.
That's the
No,
best
I
chance.
want
Nope.
to play Diablo, so I don't want him to do that.
Oh.
There you go.
Dude, apparently,
I'll play it.
there's spoiler to Rich. There's I guess there was one thing
I can't.
Chris, you're not gonna play it. You
to,
hate
to end the final puzzle. Like you have to like turn on your headset and like speak specific words into the.
Oh, is that
headset.
why you kept saying Lisa, whatever?
Yeah, like it's a theory, dude. People are like, it works, and some people are like, no, it doesn't.
Well, there's that-
like they can't solve it. No one solved
Lisa,
it.
it's your birthday. That's the song you gotta sing.
From Simpsons.
Happy birthday. Yeah. No, there's multiple ways to solve that thing. Let's have our thoughts about the PT. Obviously not Rich because he doesn't fucking do his studies.
Oh, whoa, whoa!
I told you.
All right, Bob. I already know what PT is.
He's
I already know.
pissed.
I played enough indie horror games.
Oh, so he's playing
No.
every game.
No,
So it's
no.
indie from Kojima Productions.
Just,
It is.
just,
That's the style he's going for. That's the style that games are trying to do now. Look
that
at
game is
Alien.
messed up.
Alien
dude.
Isolation is going for more like the
Okay.
indie kind
Oh,
of
wait. Okay. What separates PT from all those other games is you have Silent Hill, Alien Isolation, what was it? Outlast, stuff like that. Stuff like that. That's like
Did you play Gone Home?
that's like you fight people.
I
or
haven't
you,
gone home. I haven't played
You
it yet.
fight people or you run from people. PT is all about the ambience, dude. The ambiance. It's all about like
Amnesia's all
just
about
looking.
ambiance, too.
Like Amnesia's just like you turn a corner. Oh, there's a guy. PT.
No,
is it?
it's not like that either.
Yeah.
Have you played the
It's-
whole game?
No, I played Outlast.
Maybe you haven't played Amnesia. So
Nope.
Oh, God.
But I've seen
Oh,
videos.
God.
But dude, PT is all about the not the scare factor, but like the freak you, like disturb you factor. Like they have some really disturbing, weird, gross things that you just look at and you're like, oh God. Like I don't want to say, but
I think my because fucking horror games scare the shit out of me. You know what? I was watching Chris play and he wasn't jumping, and I'm jumping, and I'm like 100 fucking feet away, looking from the living room to his fucking room.
I'm just sitting there.
But the whole thing is, well, it depends.
Florida.
Well, I've learned that like Chris's game, it didn't have much shit going on. In my game, fucking Lisa came out every fucking 5 seconds, like she had to fucking say hi, like she missed me after like 2 minutes of time. I don't know what the fuck was happening in mine, but oh my god, I just got scared of that game because what happens in that game is it's just very, very hostile, like almost like it feels like nothing's happening. But if you are really like, you know, anxious person or really get scared quickly, you just fucking feel so tense the whole fucking time.
Yeah.
it's because it's like you're going through like at the beginning part, spoiler, you're going through like the same door over and over again, and it keeps getting different every time. And you're just like, why am I doing this? Like, it just drives you mad.
Yeah,
it's
it
not
drives
like,
you insane.
like, you know, something jumping out at you, because that does happen. But it's more about like the just like, oh, what am I doing? Like, why am I doing this? This is like effed up. Like it just drives you crazy.
I don't really care for games like jump scares. Like Dead Space was a perfect game. Like when I first played, I was like, "Oh man, this is scary." And then like the jump scares would happen. It was like,
Yeah.
and then you got by
That's
like
like thriller
halfway
stuff,
to the
yeah.
end, I was like, "Dude, I just want to plow through these motherfuckers."
Yeah, you're used
dude.
to it,
Like,
yeah.
I'm not.
It loses its scare factor.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got strong enough to kill every
Exactly.
one of them. with
Now
weapons.
this game, this demo, this teaser, I was like, I had goosebumps the entire time. Bernice, like, she got scared. She didn't want to like even watch me play it. She was like, I'm going upstairs. You turn the corner and stuff, and it's like you said, you go through every time you go through this like like infinite door sequence,
like flicker things move around.
Yeah, like
and different noises.
Like there's things like are you just like you don't know what to expect, and then when you open it, you're like, oh man. But like you'll see something just like in the distance, and you'd be like it doesn't scare
you. You don't want to walk. You're
jumps.
just like I don't want to go there. And like when the door opens to the bathroom, it's just like and you're like. That's where I gotta go. I don't want to go in there.
Well,
yeah,
and you walk in there, and it's like you don't expect it. Like you walk, you think something's gonna jump out at you when the door opens, and then you go in there, and you're like nothing jumps out at you, and then you see like this effed up thing. Like I can't say what it is, but
but anywho, I just think to critique that game, I really hope the Silent Hills game's not like that. For the fact that I think Kojima did it on purpose just to fuck with us because in that game they don't tell you anything.
He's a troll, dude.
They don't tell you anything. You have to like look it up. They just want this huge like following or people discussion because the whole thing is like they don't have like a correct way to end it. You know, most games give you something to work on. That game really gives you dog shit. Chris was playing the game and I was like, he was just fucking walking around. And honestly, he would have never figured it out. But there are these points in the game where you just fucking there's no possible way that you'd figure it out.
I had to look it up online.
Like the red, when you're running in the red.
See, but it's really interesting because. All that stuff you just mentioned, I've experienced in several horror indie games throughout the years, way before you guys even played this player teaser.
You can't say that because you haven't played it yet.
I know exactly
it's
what
hard
it
to
is.
explain.
I know. No, seriously, trust me. I know exactly what you're talking about. The ambiance, the mood, the setting, the fact that you have no control, the weird things in the distance, the doors opening on their own. No control. Like you can't fight anything really.
Yeah, I mean,
can you?
You just kind of move through the world.
Yeah,
but anyway, hold on. Let me finish. And it's just interesting how. Indie games are now developing major titles because all of those things that you explained are things that have happened in several indie games before this PT game came out, player teaser.
But that's like saying Battlefield is just like Call of Duty because it has shooting.
No, it's not at all. Because if you look at the way indie games are developed, they are completely different from major titles.
Where did indie games come from? That's not an indie game.
No, I know, but it's in the style of an indie game. Kojima himself even said that it was.
So the teaser, but that goes back to like, is it going to be like that? Because Silent Hill is always third person.
Yeah,
I think it will be third person because it's Norman Reedus doing motion capture. It's Norman Reedus, dude. There's no way you'd have a first person of Norman Reedus and pay this guy tons of money, and then you know what I mean. Like then when it zoomed out and it was him, that was like the reveal, dude. Like the first person was the teaser, like, and then when they zoomed out, it's like boom, boom, boom. Here's what the game is, Silent Hill. Like, of course it's going to be third person.
Well, it might shift between both perspectives.
Well, the thing about it is if a game does, especially in a scary game, when it switches between first person and third person, like it could show the cinematic, it loses its touch. It loses its touch. So I can see your point of being third person the whole time, but it could be first person. I don't know.
It could be.
Honestly, Kojima, he does. First, I if I had to put money on it, I would say the PT. Well, I mean, won't be really anything like.
One that's crazy. One that's crazy.
Yes.
That you know how it's made by quote unquote 7780S Studios or whatever. I guess I just found this out today that Kojima put that studio, that fake studio, and named it that way because of and no one was able to figure it out. He actually had to reveal it at Gamescom that it was like a couple roads that in Japan that something or roads or some shit, and then like it was like one of them was like silent, and the other one had like the name Hill in it and shit. Like he put them together. I thought that was pretty cool.
Now Bob was saying I hate the game. I don't hate it at all. The problem with that game was I was in a mood to just progress, I guess. Like play something. I wanted to play Last of Us Online with you guys or whatever, and play other games.
I got that way too.
And like it got to the point where like where I'm looking for like Bob was telling me like there's like a small peephole in a wall that I gotta find. It's like I would have never found that.
No,
like especially on a plasma where all the blacks are black.
Well,
so it's like I couldn't see anything. I ran around the room like 16 times. I couldn't find it. And I was like, dude, this is like stupid. I give up. Like, how am I supposed to find that? How would I know that unless he told me?
Yeah,
I don't like having to look things up because it feels like I didn't accomplish anything myself.
I had to look that shit up.
So I was like, I'm done. I'll play it again, but I just wasn't in the mood for it.
Yeah, when I was playing it, I mean, I kind of like I was playing with Jess, and when I was playing it, she was kind of giving me feedback throughout. Like I would try to do it on my own, but when I got to the point where I just want to lose my mind, and she'd like give me hints to get it through. So it was kind of cheating. It was cheating, but it was just a little easier cheating because honestly, there's no. I mean, I take hours and hours and hours, and sometimes I don't like that. I mean, it's not like I like to cheat on different games, but it's just like when it gets to a point that I just feel like I'm wasting my time doing.
Well, that's
the
what I
same
was doing in
thing
that
over
red
and
hallway.
over.
I just kept running around in circles, and I just got annoyed.
Really quick, I want to put an indie game plug in here for you guys to try out. It's called Among the Sleep. It's where you play as a baby, and it's really scary. And
oh,
heard of that game.
dude,
Yeah.
I remember hearing about that.
That's an
that came out like last year, 2012 or something.
No, there was like a Kickstarter for it. The full game was released. I don't know exactly when it was.
Among
fully
the
released.
Sleep.
Oh my gosh, I totally forgot about that. I totally went like
And
Pass by me.
that game has spectacular ambiance. Tells a great story, and you can't do anything. You're this little child now. You can use really crawl. Sometimes you can get up and walk, and you're holding your teddy bear the whole time, and it's very, very creepy.
Oh god.
I'll check out.
It's like your worst childhood fears.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
No, I mean I really
Check
like
that
the
out.
setting. It gave me goosebumps, man. Like usually
Can
scary
you
games
enjoy?
do usually give me
Yeah.
goosebumps, but I liked that I can like I didn't know that what was coming my way. Like I said, Dead Space I knew because you knew the aliens were gonna hit you. Freaking, in Alien Isolation, you know that the alien's gonna come after you. Obviously, or no, the alien, and then they just said that you can get killed by humans in this game now. Like apparently it was just the alien coming after you, but now it's like humans. You can kill and fight humans. It's like they added it in the game, or they finally like revealed it. But like this one, the Silent Hills, like I never played any Silent Hills before, so this is like my first like experience.
I played them all.
So I don't know what to expect.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah, I'll tell you one thing about Silent Hill, dude.
Is it like
Silent Hill is like I've played all the Silent Hills. I love Silent Hill, dude. I can't wait for this game. Like I really hope it's third person.
It reminds me of Resident Evil. Is it made by Capcom?
Similar, but I would say
Similar,
they're
but
different.
they have their own styles.
Yeah.
It's like the difference that separates like Alien Isolation from Silent Hill is that, like I said before, Alien Isolation stuff it's all about the thrill factor, like the jumps, like things coming out and grabbing you or whatever. Silent Hill is just about seeing really disturbing things and like making you not want to progress because you're so freaked out like about what's gonna come next, And it's like what do you call it? I guess like Last of Us in terms of like when the things come at you, like the clickers or whatever, you can't really fight them, or else you die, or you only got like one opportunity to kill them or whatever.
Yeah.
Same kind of thing in Silent Hill. Like you get a couple swings in, and you gotta hope that you hit them, and then you just take off. Like you don't want to fight in that game because you fight the most like messed up things.
Well, and you most time like you will die, and that's the thing.
Yeah.
What do you think your favorite one was?
Silent Hill game?
I'm just talking to Chris.
I don't know, dude.
I would say 2.
Probably. Yeah, probably.
It was
Probably
the
one
best.
of the
I
old
think
ones.
it was
Like
the best reviewed
the
one,
new
too.
ones were good, but they just had a lot of problems, like
Yeah.
graphic, like just glitchy problems. But like, man, those are just some messed up games, like just like disturbing, like hell-raising games, dude.
Yeah.
Whew. But so what I said about, when I was like, Battlefield 4, comparing it to COD, saying it's first-person shooter. Going back to that.
Oh wait, I want to say one more thing about it after you're done. Go ahead. Do you want me to say it?
Yeah, I was moving on to the next thing.
Fine. Sorry. What I like about it is that in the game that everyone plays it, it's Lisa. If that's the ghost name. She comes at different times for people. Like she came a lot in mine, and Chris's. I didn't.
A lot
say.
of randomly generated stuff.
Which is awesome because if you played a game, I don't know. For me, I'd always be scared every single time because I don't know. Because when you play a game and you're like, oh, I'm opening this door, I guarantee something's gonna be behind it.
Yeah.
But this one, like, you don't know when she's coming, so that adds a lot of scare factor to it.
That is the new thing that's happening. I mean, ever since, again, I have to say, indie games did that, like early on with Slender Man and everything, randomly generating where he's going to appear out of nowhere, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's being adapted into
All randomly
big
generated.
budget games.
Did you see that? What they said about No Man's Sky?
Yeah.
How it's going to take like a billion years, like several billion years or something
Yeah.
like that.
They
to,
don't
like,
even
actually
really
explore
know
everything.
what can
And I'm
happen
like,
in the game.
I'm like, how? Like,
no, it's that sounds a lot to me like Borderlands.
Yeah,
like,
I was
just
so
gonna
many
say, yeah.
guns, it'll be
Yeah.
you'll never find them all. Like it just.
and it's like the
Well,
same
you-
gun with like a slight tweak.
Yeah,
Or
it's like you
color
have a purple
difference.
Yeah.
scope.
Or a little bigger, inch bigger.
So we'll see. But that was interesting. I was like, well, it sounds like it's going to be huge. So
Well, hopefully, with that point is that, I mean, I don't think it's going to be as intense as they talk about it for, like, I don't even know. It's not even a big budget game.
What's that?
I feel like
No Man's Sky. So
Oh,
I think,
no.
it'll be, I mean, what will be nice, there'll be a lot of differences, but I don't think it's going to be like, oh, we haven't seen everything yet, I don't feel
I
that
feel
way.
like it'll just be like a different hue, or maybe it'll look like a similar area, but a slight variation of it.
Oh, there's a tree in this one.
Yeah, there wasn't a tree there before.
I think-
see
I
what
think
this
you
one
did
didn't
there.
have dinosaurs.
Look at this tree's leaves. They're diamond shaped.
I think
They're
so, too.
diamond
I mean-
shaped.
I hope so. Though. I'm still going to get it because it looks awesome.
Oh
Well,
yeah,
they said,
definitely.
But,
But I feel like it's being overhyped, and I just don't. I don't like that when that happens, because then everyone puts like all their expectations on this game.
Watch Dogs.
Breaking like everyone's expectations, and it doesn't.
Um,
It's still a good game, but
but-
it just didn't live up to everyone's dreams.
But from the article, it wasn't like, see, even after I said it, it's like we're not going to be able to see everything. So we might see the tree. I mean, it's not going to be like the same thing, but just with different placements. It's going to be like a different thing that we see. I mean, I don't know how different it's going to be, but it's going to be different. So whatever we're looking at on the planet, something's going to like be different. Not like it's placed differently or there's extra things. It's going to be, we're going to see something that is we haven't seen.
It's gonna be awesome, man.
We'll
I think
see.
going into
We
space,
will see.
underwater, going to different planets and all that stuff. Like,
I wonder if you can build your own ships. That'd be cool.
Was he? Oh.
But
They have like a health meter and ammo bar. Like I don't know anything about currency though. Maybe
Yeah.
like mine stuff to like turn it to currency.
And
I
will
don't know.
dogfights be
I got
between you and CPUs, or you and your friends, or you like in your
Probably
friends' armies
you
versus
and-
other armies? That'd be cool.
I'm assuming you and other people around the world. I
You know,
guess.
yeah, because I mean, there's so many questions about that game.
yeah, so that's exciting.
So what I was going to ask was, like, when I mentioned the Battlefield and COD comparison, you know, when do you think? Because there's a couple debates that have been going on. Like remember when Titanfall was revealed? Everybody was like, it's Call of Duty with mechs. And then now with Advanced Warfare,
It's Titanfall.
Advanced Warfare being
Yeah.
revealed, yeah, like, oh, it's Titanfall now. And I'm like, well,
Wait a minute.
wait, yeah, hold on, like.
Oh wait a minute.
Everybody, every game borrows mechanics from other games. That's just how progression is, dude. That's how it's made. Call of Duty borrowed the entire Battlefield formula and made it Call of Duty, made it an arena shooter. But it feels different, does it not? You
Yes,
play
it
Call of
does.
Duty, it feels different than Battlefield. So, like, I
feel
guess
more
my big
heavy on
question
Battlefield.
is, what determines copy and paste gameplay?
What
And
was the first cover-based third-person shooter? Was it Gears of War?
Gears of War was the first one to do it very well.
Yeah, it wasn't the first.
I can't
So,
think
like,
of
when
Where you
is
would snap in like shh, from
like
a mile
when
away.
is when is core gameplay considered copy and paste?
Well,
When?
I just think just to your like, and it won't answer your question, but to like we talked about Watch Dogs, how it's like Grand Theft Auto. People said that, which
Yeah, there's another one. Yeah.
No, but we always, any new game, anything, we have to compare it to something. So we always use something that we know. Like, we always take our further knowledge and try to apply it to what's new. So he's like, oh, yeah, I played this. But they're obviously a different game, But
It's good to be like, Watch Dogs is like, a mix of like, Grand Theft Auto and a mix of this and a mix of that. Mix of Gears cover system, like mix of Rainbow Six, like whatever. But it's a different thing saying like, oh, it's just Grand Theft Auto, Or
Yeah.
like, oh, that's just Titanfall, or that's just
Or-
Battlefield.
Or
I
but
think-
like Uncharted is Tomb Raider.
yeah, that's
And
just
now-
2 minutes.
yeah.
It's like, no, dude,
Or even-
like looking at, from what I'm reading from the Advanced Warfare, I hate that name, dude.
Yeah,
From
same
Advanced
here.
Warfare, what I'm seeing, like a lot of like the gameplay impressions, is that it feels different than Titanfall. It doesn't feel like Titanfall. Like the way the gameplay moves, it's a lot different than Titanfall.
It's like a lot of
But I have to say that Titanfall's shooting mechanics did feel like Call of Duty's.
Well, yeah,
Like
it
it
was the
felt
same.
very
Well, it was
similar.
made by Call of Duty.
Exactly, like it was the
Well,
same
yeah.
kind of speed, same kind of reaction, same kind of twitch shooting.
But I will say it was way more intense than any Call of Duty ever.
Oh,
was.
definitely, and the parkour elements.
So that's what won it over,
differentiate
yeah.
it, too, like jumping and going to the next.
Dude,
Dude, the
Yeah.
four of us are gonna play the shit out of that game when it comes out. I have
Yep.
a feeling, dude. We're
So,
gonna be
I mean-
but I think like the reason they do the copy and paste stuff is because these companies, they look at other companies that had success, and you don't want to reinvent the wheel. Like you want to follow that same formula of success, and then try to make it your own, and then see if it becomes profitable.
Yeah, like
you
look
know?
at like Saints Row. Like people will look at Saints Row and they're like, "Oh my
No.
god, that's Grand Theft Auto." I'm like, absolutely not. Just because it's open world doesn't mean it's Grand Theft
It's
Auto.
like funny.
That game was like an entirely different world from Grand Theft Auto.
What about
Like,
Rock Band and Guitar Hero?
Rock Band and Guitar Hero?
They're
they're very
similar,
similar, but
but-
that's a very limited
that's
like
hard to
formula
describe.
that you
I
can
mean,
use. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say those are one of those.
You
close
could get
games.
really technical and say like Guitar Hero was a lot easier because they had a lot more like forgiveness when it came to hitting the buttons on time.
I feel
Rock
like,
Band is a
I
lot
feel like
harder.
I feel like Rock Band was actually easier, and Guitar Hero had the more complicated riff segments.
The reason
For the guitar,
Rock Band was
anyway.
harder.
For the drums, I would say obviously drums.
Dude, I can't
Rock
even
Band's
play the
impossible.
drums on the Rock Band.
Oh, do you
one,
have to
dude.
rock the drums, dude?
Oh
Expert,
my
dude.
gosh. I could play it on a real set as opposed to
That's
the
crazy,
fake
though.
one.
I always that's weird. I
Like,
mean, I
I-
always thought, especially with the
Because
drum
I mean,
part.
that means it's not perfect.
Well, no, I thought with the drum part though, if you're a really good drummer, because I mean, it has rhythm.
It's different when you're
I know
making
it's
your own
different.
beat and then
Yeah.
and
You
then
gotta
like
follow
watching it on
it,
TV,
yeah.
like following something.
You're basically reading music. Dude.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what you're doing.
If you probably close your eyes, you probably could do it better.
But
Yeah.
Not watching it happen.
But to that copy and paste, I mean, you made a good point that you're gonna take good ideas. Think of Destiny that's coming out. Destiny's coming out in September. Yeah, it was made by Halo, and yeah, they're gonna take a lot of Halo stuff.
By
but
Bungie.
they
It was made by Halo.
Maybe I know.
You shut
Destiny, brought to you by Halo.
I made by
You know what I meant, Bungie.
Halo's new games.
Can you
coming
shut
out.
up? God, Seven Scissor, play PT. That's what you should be doing
Every
right
episode, we at least gotta have one Bob Freak out, dude.
Every
Now. You
episode.
guys pissed me off so quick.
Oh yeah, budget.
Hey, I know.
Total recall. The eyeballs
Yeah.
popping out of the socket.
He's getting angrier.
Yeah.
He's getting angrier.
Anywho, Destiny, made by Bungie, who used to make Halo.
Don't blow up the mic.
You're yelling.
Don't blow up
Shut
the mic.
up! Oh,
He quits. He's out. He's out of the podcast.
I'm not.
I'm done.
We're going to take a 5-minute break.
Yeah. Destiny made by Bungie. Halo made by Bungie. So it takes a lot of stuff from Halo, obviously, but you can tell that they took other things too. Like, for example, like similar like loot system that you could say like Borderlands, which was copied off Diablo, and then you can create different stuff like that where they're trying to do an open world. I mean, games, the best games right now are most likely, I mean, there are games like indie games think of all these crazy new ideas that I never thought of, but the best like AAA game or stuff like that, they're going to take really good ideas and combine them, and that's what makes.
They're just doing really good, like Uncharted, Last of Us, God of War. Like,
look at the Xbox
look at those. Those
One.
are third-person shooters.
What's the Xbox One where they freeze time?
Quantum
Break.
Yeah, same thing. It's like a cover-based
It's
shooter.
Max Payne, yeah.
You know, yeah, exactly.
It adds
and
a
then
little flavor. It's like
adds a little flavor.
It's like having chicken, just plain chicken, and then you're like, okay, I'm gonna add a little teriyaki.
Yeah,
teriyaki
exactly.
Chicken. It's still fucking chicken where you start off, but now you're just changing it up a little bit.
Yeah, you're always gonna get the
You hear
same.
that here first, everybody. Games are all chicken.
Just add a little flavor and it makes a new one, huh?
Yeah, it's true, man. Yeah, I didn't think about it. Like barbecue,
little peppers. There
teriyaki,
you go.
lemon pepper.
Chop it up. grill
Juicy
it.
Lucy's.
Salt, pepper, Juicy Lucy.
Are you putting it in a quesadilla?
Yeah.
What would a Juicy Lucy, which is a burger and you put cheese inside of it, for chicken, what would that be called?
A bob.
Yeah!
Bob.
The bob.
Bob.
Anybody want the bob?
Anyone want the bob?
Oh,
I'll take a bob.
But yeah, there's so many games like that. Like a lot of people. There's games that stick with you, like like Uncharted, Last of Us, like the new Tomb Raider. Games like with stories like that stick with you, and like the earlier Halos, and then they're all like they share pretty much all the mechanics of other games, but they do them so well, and like they tell a story, and that's what makes them unique. Now, games like Battlefield and Call of Duty, they can't tell a story with shit because the single player games are
Not anymore.
Or just
they
like
used to be able to tell good stories.
it's just like watching like a terrible B movie explosions, whatever.
Yeah.
And like they don't stick with you. The multiplayer might for Battlefield, like you'll have a lot of good moments, but then again you'll just wait for the next best thing. For games like like Last of Us, Uncharted, all the stuff I mentioned, those are games that you remember. Fez, Rich, games that like you remember for being unique because they create memories. That's what makes a game different than like copy paste formula.
Then there are some games that just copy paste,
Yeah, you don't feel like you've done it before.
like Terminator when that came out.
Of the old Terminator for like NES.
No, Terminator
Oh,
Salvation.
yeah.
That was just I think that was just a third-person cover-based copy.
Yeah,
It was just
that game was
forgettable.
terrible. Yeah.
It was just terrible.
I rented that.
It's terrible.
It was a joke.
Yeah.
4 hours. Anyway.
Oh, wow.
4 hours? You what? You beat it?
No, I just watched Angry Joe's video review of it, and he's like 4 hours.
For what?
Terminator Salvation. It was a long time ago.
Oh wow, no way.
Yeah.
So on that sort of note of doing things, different, doing things unique, did you guys read Sony's statement about
I
they
did.
have no idea why and who's
Yeah, I
buying
read.
all their 10 million
Yeah,
consoles?
but like we don't have any games on
like,
it, guys. Hold
how
on, wait.
are we selling these? Yeah. Like they're confused, and that's awesome. Like it's awesome that they're willing to admit that. They're not like, yeah, we're the best. They're just like, what was so awesome about their statement was that they're like,
I don't know.
So
they're like, we don't know why.
I
who's
think they
buying
know
these consoles?
exactly what they're doing, Chris. They're smart.
Oh, they
people.
know,
They
yeah.
know what they're doing.
They know why, but they want to. Like the cool thing about it is they're like, we don't know, like we didn't not expect 10 million. That's why we've been so short. Like that's crazy. Like even people that have never even console gamed are buying PS4s now, and people that have never played a PlayStation. And now he's like, everybody's buying these consoles, and he's like, we don't know who's buying them, we don't know why they're buying them, but we want to figure it out so we can keep going that route to make it better for them, like so we could develop around that.
It's the opposite of what Miley Cyrus is doing. Miley Cyrus knows she's hated, so she's continuing to make herself worse because that's how she makes her money. People hate her, and
Right.
they love to hate her, so they keep watching it to hate her even more. Sony knows they're loved right now, so they're being like, oh, they're all humble.
They're like, what can we do to keep you loving
Yeah,
us and
exactly.
bring your friends in?
And it's stuff like that
Yeah.
that keeps people coming in because they're being very, like gamer friendly.
They're not being genuine because they know what the fuck they're doing.
They aren't being.
It's not. I mean,
It's
they're
very
being
smart.
they're
it was
being-
the gut punches of Microsoft
Yeah.
and like
they're
calling
acting
them
like
out,
they're being coy with us. Like,
Their
oh,
success-
what? We sold what?
Do you know if that
10
update
million?
came out yet? Do you know if that
Their
update came
success
out?
is because Microsoft is doing
Failing.
such a bad job, and they're just there to basically say, we're not doing that.
They just came in at the right spot.
Come to our console because we're not doing what they're doing. And
Yeah.
it's-
I
So
wonder.
that's
I
all
wonder.
they
Open door
have to do.
I
policy
wonder
with
if
Sony, dude.
Xbox One was like, it had the games like not the exclusive or anything, but if it ran as well as Sony it did, and it was like equivalent in like with the game. Games were running smoother. I wonder how it'd be doing right now. I know Sony would be down. It'd probably be a lot closer. So I mean, that's what it really comes down to.
It'd be
I don't think
definitely
the
neck and
games
neck.
really make a difference right at the moment.
Well, especially because all the hardware on the Xbox One runs like garbage. So a lot of people even more than 3/4 of my friends that bought Xbox One sold theirs, including me. Like because they just play it and they're like, this isn't even finished, dude. This is just garbage. And people people who've played a PS4 and who've seen it run, and I had one as well. I bought that first before the Xbox One. Like they're just like, why do I have this Xbox? Why? I don't want to run the newest Metro Redux at 912p. What is that?
Yeah,
912p.
exactly.
Really? Like
Yeah.
PlayStation runs that shit full 1080p, dude.
Well, it's
Yeah.
what I mean. It's like if you had two PCs,
And it does matter.
If you had two PCs, one runs better than the other. I mean, which one are you gonna
It's
play?
easy
So
to
it's-
market to too.
And,
If
and
you-
then the one that runs better is cheaper but has better parts in it.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of obvious.
like I said, it's easy to market to too. Like, oh, this game has 1080p, this game has 912. You can't market 912, dude. You can't market to 912. If someone doesn't know those specs, like, and you say 1080, obviously they see that shit everywhere. Like when they see TVs at Best Buy or
That must
Walmart.
be good.
Yeah, it's like 1080 means full blown. That's the best. Like my parents, they're like, yeah, it's got 1080, Jace. And they're yeah, exactly. I mean, they're just like, I got the fucking best. 2 thumbs
They call
up.
him J-Bone.
But back to the Sony thing. Shuhei Yoshida, he said that like they sold so much, but it concerns him because like they don't they want to know who's buying it, which
And why they're buying it.
yeah, and why, so
What
they
for?
can
We can tell
continue
them.
and move forward.
Because their system is
That's
better
not everybody though.
Majority.
That,
That is I would say
even
that is
even
logic.
people who've never played on a console before.
Yeah.
Even people who've never owned a PlayStation.
There's two reasons.
Like besides the marketing,
There's two
it's like
reasons.
why? Like they want to know. Like they want to sit down. Like it's like going to a job interview and they say, "Why do you want this job?"
I can tell you exactly
Money!
why. I can tell you exactly why
I
people
need
are buying
money!
PS4. Number one, people are buying PS4 because it's cheaper, and it was at the time. Number two is that the games run better. And number three is that since it was bought more, people are gonna
Right, but
my
Sony's
friend has that, you should get that.
yeah.
So-
Well,
and
that's
then
all
they
obvious
get it.
stuff. But Sony's not being like, well, we don't know. They're not playing stupid. They're just like, what exactly do you like so we can keep doing it? That's what they're asking. They're not saying like, we have no idea. They're just like, we had no freaking idea that all these people were gonna buy this many. And like, this is surprising. These are huge numbers. Like, what are we doing? What can we keep doing for you guys to make it
To
better?
be honest, they
That's
really
what they're
shouldn't
asking.
analyze it because the second they try to figure it out, they're gonna mess it up.
I don't know. We'll
Because
see.
because there's you can't capture magic in a bottle. Magic just happens.
Well,
Whoa! Whoa!
One
Shit, Rich!
Well,
Just
let-
let it go.
Whoa! That's like the Notebook shit, dude.
Yeah,
Let it
that's
happen.
quote of the day right there,
Yeah.
dude.
Well,
You can't catch magic in a bottle, Rich. Magic just happens. Woo!
I mean,
Ladies and
I mean,
gentlemen.
they might try and be able to enhance and try and make people more satisfied and continue. And like, what is actually making them satisfied? Have they done? I think with PlayStation Plus, giving those free games out.
Smooth operating system. Party chat that works.
Yeah.
I mean, the things that
High
they,
resolution.
So
higher
they
frames
might
per
like,
second.
what can we do to enhance our what we're doing? And I mean, obviously, if they start giving us free games all the time and we didn't have to do PS Plus, yeah, that would help. There's multiple ways that you can make it better. So I mean, I don't know. I really don't. I don't take too much on this article. I mean, I do. The only thing I take from this article is that they are shocked that it is destroying Microsoft. I mean, they were shocked that.
I wonder what
they were able
Microsoft-
to do it.
I think there's more to take from that. I think the fact
Why
that
aren't you
they're
buying
asking
Xbox Ones?
that they're
Is
asking
the
people
next-
the fact that they're asking people to comment and say exactly what they like about the PlayStation and why they bought it, like is cool for them to see because they want to
Yeah.
see like what do we do right? What do we do
Yeah,
right
if
so we
they
can
could
keep
get-
doing it?
No, I mean, I think I guess you could take that. I think the feedback that they're trying to. I mean, if you're representing customers, are like what can we do to make ourselves better? Why would you not do that? You're like, okay, J-Bone, you buy my fucking steak. Okay, what'd you like about it? What do you think? Whatever. It's different things. I always compare everything to food. You ever notice
Yeah.
that?
And the whole
Every fucking time.
Yeah, you do. You're really hungry all the time or something.
Apparently, I don't know.
I
That's
just
what
say,
you
just keep making the fucking games, man.
Yeah.
Just make
Pump out the games,
Bloodborne.
dude.
I want to play the game. I want to play third parties. I want to play AAA exclusives.
Did you
on
know that
PS4.
the new PS4 update is gonna let you change the background to your PS4?
Thank God, a theme
Yeah,
like
yeah,
the themes on.
themes.
What
Yeah.
about music? Can you play
When's
your
that
own
coming
music?
out?
I
Was
don't
it?
know.
No, probably not. They have
Get music
Microsoft
Unlimited.
Oh yay!
Or you can just like plug it into your computer or anything else because everything plays music now.
I know, but I wanna.
Oh,
You know what,
do
dude? Take a toilet paper roll,
I want to change.
set it in there, boom, you
I
got an
want to
iPod
change
speaker.
the theme when it starts.
Yeah,
up.
that's
You can
right.
do that, dude.
Yeah, it's
You
true.
put it in a bowl.
When I log into
Yeah.
PS4, I want to change that theme. I want to make it something different.
You can. Oh, like when you log. Oh, get
Yeah.
out of here, Rich. One thing at a time,
Do
Rich.
that on PC.
The games first, Rich. I want games before themes.
But
And right now we got
another
Diablo and Plants vs.
I
Zombies.
mean, another reason when you look at Xbox One, when Xbox One initially launched, you look at PS4. Xbox One looked like it was trying to sell you on gimmicks. I mean, they might not necessarily have
they
big
were.
gimmicks, but
The Kinect is a gimmick.
like you can plug everything into this one box. It's just one thing. It's like buy our thing because it's different.
That's cool. I wish PS4 had that, but I don't need it.
Yeah, but and it just sounded like a giant gimmick, you know. PS4 was just simple. It's a console. You can play games
You
on.
buy it for one reason.
We have a
one reason
camera. You
only.
can buy it if you want it.
Just
You don't
how it
need-
was
you don't
back in the
need it.
'90s, man. You
Yeah.
know, it's the tradition continues, dude. You know, like I'm not here for like special computerized gizmos.
I
just
don't
wanna
want
just
to
wanna
watch
play
Sports
some
Center.
video games.
I want to play games.
Yeah, I just
Well,
want to play some
I
video
don't know. I
games.
don't think
dude.
that's a bad idea, though. I really don't think the TV idea was really.
Wasn't
bad
the
for
right
Microsoft.
time to unleash it.
I don't think. No, honestly, the
No,
TV
not-
thing I
not
don't
at
think
no
really
E3.
affected what they're doing. Almost it stopped us. Like
No. It was the
No, because
it
I
was
mean,
the
you
shady
could go like
stuff.
you're like, hey, I'm gonna play a game. You're like, okay, I'm done. You know, we're like, I'm gonna go watch TV, and I could go instant without having to go to my remote and go and input.
Oh
value.
no, I have to hit 2 buttons on
Yeah,
the
but
remote.
why are people buying? Why are people
Oh,
buying the
God.
digital?
Man,
Because
Rich
they don't
is
have to
on
change
fire
it.
tonight,
Why do you think? Hey, the less work that people have to do like move.
You'd be
is-
surprised how lazy
better.
people are.
Oh no, I know exactly.
But
how
at the
these
same
people
time,
are.
that is not worth paying $500 to do.
No,
Is it?
I know. No, I'm just saying.
Because you know
but
what,
that
you weren't
feature is
lazy
not
when
a
you
bad
made that
feature, I'm just saying.
$500, were you? No, you weren't.
What?
I said you weren't lazy when you made that $500,
It's
were
a
you?
horrible. Doesn't make any sense.
It does.
I don't know. People.
No, it's like when you're at home, man. You want to relax and stuff. You don't want to be dancing and shit.
So, ladies and gentlemen, moving on, we have another episode, another segment of J Bone's Rapid Fire News.
News.
All right, J Bone, let's hear it. 3, 2, 1.
All right, before we start, there was like hardly anything this week for news. Well, there was some stuff, but some of the stuff that we already talked about earlier, like I went in there and scratched it out, so I had to repeat myself, like I did last week.
Yep.
All right, I'll try to make this quick. There's only like 8 of them, so it'll go by in
Yeah,
like 30
you're really
seconds.
making it quick.
Ubisoft CEO says Nintendo users don't buy Assassin's Creed games. Atari is rebooting Alone in the Dark. And
Why
Haunted-
are you laughing the whole time?
I'm sorry, I just thought this was true, dude. Like,
All right, rapid fire. 1, 2,
Rapid
3,
fire.
go. Rapid
Atari
fire.
is rebooting Alone in the Dark and Haunted House. Gamescom attendees numbered at 335,000 people from 88 different countries, dude. You ever see pictures of that place? It looks like a madhouse,
dude.
dude. I don't think I'll be able to survive there. The San Andreas Flight School update is from Grand Theft Auto Online is available right now. I actually watched that trailer. It looks really, really cool.
Wait, what is that?
It's like you can fly different planes, and it's like a flight school kind of. Think of it as like that Tom
For
Cruise
San-
movie, like
for San
Top Gun,
Andreas?
like Top Gun a little bit. You
For
know?
San Andreas?
No, for Grand Theft Auto 5.
Oh, I think it said San Andreas.
It's called the San Andreas Fight School.
Oh, they call it, okay.
Konami shut down a Metal Gear remake from a small indie studio that apparently the studio said that they were approved to do so from Konami. They asked them and they approved. They said, yes, you can do this. They also had David Hayter doing the voice work as well. Then all of a sudden they told him to shut it down.
What?
Yeah.
Probably because Konami is going to remake the Metal Gear original old Nintendo ones.
Or he was
on-
too busy and had to cancel for Metal Gear 5.
Ooh, maybe, yeah. Chris gave me this one. A bunch of kids reconstructed Diablo 2 with Minecraft.
Yeah.
The game Gigantic for PC.
Yeah.
I think Chris just pre-ordered it or something. Or the alpha.
It's
the,
alpha, so
the
you can
beta.
get it on alpha.
On GoGigantic.com is a third-person team-based action game where you fight alongside monsters. The alpha is out soon. 2 more. One of Naughty Dog's co-president, Evan Wells, was about to leave Naughty Dog and ended up staying at his job. I don't know why.
Money.
Yeah, money probably or something. There's a lot of shit going on over there. And last but not least, Phil Fish says, "Shut the fuck up. You ain't getting Festoon. You don't deserve it."
Fuck! Really?
God,
You
He
Phil.
said it on Twitter, dude. Straight
Yeah,
up.
he's like, stop
Good,
asking
we
me
don't
about
want it, Phil.
Yeah.
We don't want your Fez too.
I do.
I do.
Some of us do that played it. Rich.
I'm playing it
See,
right now.
I wonder why people will still want it. It was just a platform game, right? Right, Rich? Just
Right, Rich,
platform.
right. You
People
just
like
collect
what they
cubes.
like. There's
You
fans
just
for
collect
everybody.
cubes, Rich.
Yeah, you just collect cubes.
So far, I'm just collecting cubes.
Rich,
So many
project.
cubes. So
This
many
is
cubes.
Rich's
so many
project.
cubes.
Rich's
podcast.
project for next.
You need to play PT, and you need to actually play Fest.
I did. I got to like the third area.
You need to play Fest. You're obviously
You're
not
not
there.
even close.
Dude, you should do a walkthrough of Fez on your thing.
No
No.
walkthroughs. No nothing. No cheating. Nothing.
No, not walkthrough. No, let's play.
I should let's play
Or
Fez.
let's
Oh,
play.
oh, let's
Let's
play.
Just
play.
get angrier.
Do it.
Actually, I don't
Let's
think
play.
Fest would be a good Let's Play, to be honest. It's one of those
Well,
you
it'd
get to-
spoil everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a game that if you just walk through it by reading something, you're not going to get anything out of it.
No, like I would do the let's play for people.
No, but it's not worth it.
It's not worth it.
They need to play it by
It's not with
themselves.
the spoilers.
Some people don't like to play games.
People
like
are
to watch
gonna-
other
people are
play
gonna
games.
reference-
No, but
There's a
I
market
feel-
out there for that.
See, Rich. Okay, hold on. For Rich, it's all about the views. He'll get views on Fest because people want to know how to solve.
It's not about the views. It's about the entertainment. I just want to provide people with entertainment.
All right,
which get you views
Rich,
and
Rich,
subscribers.
Rich, best bet is to play it first, and then what you think, and then review it. I'm not review it. Let's see if you need to do it. The Let's Play. All right, that's it. I'm done.
Podcast.
Bob with the final.
Well, no one really said anything.
Bob's final word.
And then, real quick, this will be my last podcast for the next 2 episodes.
Until we figure out how to set you up.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
moving.
he's gonna
It'll
be a
only be
robot.
like 2 weeks, but
Yeah,
I'm
just take that. Take that
moving to
microphone
Florida on
again.
Monday, so I will not be on the next couple podcasts until I get everything set up and ready to go. But I will be there in 2 episodes.
I'll
So,
be
ladies and
there.
gentlemen, I bid you adieu for a couple weeks. This is Chris Fernandez, Bob, J-Bone, and again, ladies and gentlemen,
As I live and breathe.
Richard Red One, a.k.a. Thank you for listening.